Two retired Tempe police officers are hoping to help train the next generation of officers.
Yeah, Pat, they have a new business up and running that lets ordinary citizens step into an officer's shoes. CBS 5's Adam Longo went through their training simulator and shows us what it's like.
Get on the ground, put your hand. I'm letting you go. Hurry up!
650 different scenarios run through a computer and projected onto this massive screen.
Keep in mind that there's another threat that could pop up all the time, too.
Business partners Kevin Boontjer and Jay Pirazina.
It's just too quick.
Each spent more than 20 years on the job with Tempe PD. Nowadays, they're doing training inside a Tempe office park, hoping to guide prospective law enforcers.
The young aspiring wannabe police officer, first of all, do they really understand the realities of the job that they're considering?
The software they use is normally reserved for police and military personnel. They're using it to help police applicants beef up their resumes and get in the door, helping them to recognize deadly force threats and when it's appropriate to pull their weapon and fire.
What we do expect out of the student is you interact with them. Hey, sir, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, listen, I see the knife, and if you come toward me with the knife, I'm gonna have to shoot you. So you would engage in conversation with this guy, because obviously, again, most cops don't want to shoot. He comes, hey, don't. So we have to engage him.
Do you find that some people come in with preconceived notions? They walk out the door thinking something else. They think that, it wasn't at all like I thought it was going to be.
Every time that's the case. Similar people run through this and they get very emotional. Some people cry. Some people tremble. I mean, they just get really scared.
You're not required to take any judgment-based training to make you a better decision maker about when to pull it out and when, equally as important, when to leave it in your holster.
So what we're about to get into here is proper positioning, proper training, how I should hold the gun, and then when it comes down to it, when do you draw your gun and when do you fire? Sir, put the gun down. Put the gun down.
Good response. That's a great scenario. Because some people would shoot immediately, some people wouldn't shoot at all.
The takeaway here to understand that if their home if they're in a home invasion, there's consequences to pulling out that gun and pulling the trigger.
Law enforcement officers statewide are required to go through a program like this once a year, and attorneys are increasingly turning to businesses like this to recreate crime scenes and test if officers will act the same way to real-life situations. In Tempe,
I'm not going to warn you again.
Adam Longo, CBS 5 News.
Have you ever been through one of those?
I did actually, very
The
similar.
simulators?
And also, if you get shot in the one that I went through, you had an electrode hooked to you,
So you get
felt
zapped
it.
too?
Yeah.
I shot at my backup officer. I called for help, and then the bad guy went around the corner, and then I shot at my backup who came around the
It
corner.
definitely gives you a different perspective
It
that
does.
most people don't get to see.
For sure.
Yeah.